We're back looking at personalities, and once again, it's another bad one. And today we're looking at low self-belief, and I've made them centre forwards because a striker out of confidence probably not going to score many goals. Will they reach their potential? Will they pull themselves away from low self-belief and into something else? Well, time will tell. Let's get simulating through and see how they get on. Let's go. We've got the 5 Wonderkids as ever. We've got 190 potential ability today, starting off at 90, which is pretty much the benchmark of where we do most of our experiments. They're 15 years young, and here we go. Spanish, French, Italian, English, and German. We've got Adrian Oriol. They're all exactly the same in terms of their breakdown of attributes, but we'll go quickly through. Jerome Cobain. I'm only going through them so you can see the mid-journey faces, because I spent a lot of time sorting this all out. So, you know, want to get me money's worth out of the old mid-journey. Plus, it adds a bit of immersion to you guys. Gives you a proper face to look at rather than those appalling regen faces. We've started already before we've even seen one. And there we go. We've gone through the whole quota of them. Oguz Ozdogan is the German. Probably got a bit of Turkish in him. Has he? Let's check this. Let's go off piste already. No second nations. Feels very Turkish to me. Whatever. Preferred squad number 13. I mean, he's an enigma, isn't he, already? Let's watch out for him. 182 centimeters tall, 64 kilos in weight. They're 15. They won't have the same date of birth. Low self-belief, I hear you ask. What does that look like in terms of personality? Well, let me show you. Bloody hell. It's chance, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so, pressure, low. Important matches, low. Consistency, low. Those are the 3 pillars. Adaptability, ambition, and loyalty, meh. Didn't need anything, so they just stayed around 10. Versatility, professionalism, and sportsmanship had to be at a certain level. Determination and work rate and leadership, I believe, had to be also under a certain threshold. I think determination had to be under 10, between 4 and 10, I believe. So here we go. This is the sort of balance that we've made with a low self-belief. And they've all got exactly the same breakdown. So any changes will be pertaining to that player and any mentoring and any sort of guidance that they get from managers. So, as always, we jump 1 year into the future and see what clubs all our 5 Wonderkids will start out at. Well, thankfully, we've still got all 5. We've still got all 5, and Adrian Ariol has gone to San Jose. We've seen San Jose in a different experiment, and he's now been playing a little bit on the old left midfield, attacking midfield left. He's awkward there. He's played 32 times for them, scoring 9 goals. In terms of the current abilities, well, they've gone from 90 to 95, 93, and 92, so there's not been much movement, and I'll be honest with you, that's not good, is it? That is not a good start. Usually the first season we're talking 15, 16 attribute points jumping. But the best one to have moved 5, Jerome Cobain, who's gone to Italy and Brianza. Oh dear. Oguz Ozdogan, who's gone to Union Berlin. Let's compare him to Jerome. It's the physicality that Jerome's improved at. He's actually improved all over the place. Crossing, free kick taking. Yeah, very impressive. Alessandro Finardi has gone to Venezia in Serie B. Again, he's not played. Played a lot for the under-19s, under-18s, whatever it is. Carl Henley's gone to Notts County in League 2, and he's playing for the under-18s. That's not great, is it? But already just having to play his trade in the under-18s, not even making it into a League 2 starting 11. 7 goals in 35 games for the under-18s. Ooh, doesn't look great. This first juncture does not look great, but fear not, we will not be deterred. We will continue on this path because, hey, if this is a complete failure for all of them, that shows that low self-belief is a terrible personality trait and you do not want it in your Wonderkids. So, shall we jump through? Let's go through one more year to 2025 and see if anyone sort of grabbed the bull by the horns, so to speak. But before we do that, you can grab the bull by the horns, or more aptly, the subscribe button, and press it. Get subscribed to the channel if you like this kind of stuff, or other attribute breakdown experiments. There's plenty on the channel. There's plenty more coming. It's gone through the roof recently, so thank you very much. I'm not even going to say we're looking for X amount of thousand subscribers, because by the time this comes out, we might have hit it. We'll almost certainly be at 5,000 by the time this comes out. So, and honestly, if you'd said that to me 2 weeks ago, I'd have said you're insane. So, thank you so much for everyone who subscribed recently. If you haven't already, do subscribe, and let's get on. 2025, here we come. Okay, so there's little bits to sort of pick at here. So what are we going to do? We're going to look at Oguz Ozdogan, who's got to 102. He's improved the most in the most recent season. He actually improved 10 attribute points, which is very impressive considering we just slagged them all off, saying that he wasn't doing very well. Played once for Union Berlin off the bench, 28 times in the under-19s. Off the bench, 2 goals. One of them was a penalty. Right. His penalty take is only 7. Fair play for scoring your penalty, but that's not a great record. record in the under 19s, is it? At all. Jerome Cobain still at Brianza. He's obviously been playing in the under 18s as well, and 4 in 46. Oh, this is terrible. This is a shambles, isn't it, gang? Oh my God. Adrian Oriol has moved to SM Khan. When did he go there? Yesterday. 1 day ago, he moved on a free transfer from San Jose TF. Where do you know what? He had the best time of it out of anyone. 29 games last season, 16 goals, only 3 of those penalties. So scoring a goal every other game, and considering the other ones are scoring a goal every 10 games, you've got to say, Adrian, admirable showing. Carl Henley has got no. He's moved to the under 21s. Congratulations, Carl, for the promotion. 13 in 47 starts, 50 appearances overall. I mean, he's improved his goal scoring tally by 6, which is nearly double. I don't know what to make of that. Not great. It's not great, is it? But weirdly, the player with the lowest current ability, Alessandro Finardi at Venezia still, he's only gone and changed to a balanced personality. What's happened there then? Pressure, consistency's moved up from 1 to 2. Is that it? Is that the big thing that's changed? Important matches still at 5. Okay, let's have a look at this. 10-10-10, 3-2. 10-10-10, 3-1. So consistency moving up has helped. 5-6-11, 8-10. So professionalism's actually improved elsewhere. So you've got Carl, who's actually got higher professionalism. He's moved to 11 professionalism, and he's still got low self-belief, but consistency at 1 has changed to 2, and now he's got a better personality. He's now balanced. Dirtiness, controversy, and injury proneness have remained the same. I can't believe that. Going from consistency 1 up to 2 has just changed the personality drastically to balanced. Balanced. That is not balanced. If you've got a balanced player, you think, hey, hello, that's not bad. That's awful. That's such a bad personality. Rubbish under pressure. Rubbish in important matches. Not great professionalism. Rubbish consistency. Balanced. I tell you what, the balanced video is going to be interesting, isn't it? We'll probably have to do like a triple video of balanced and have some varying levels of balanced, because it'd be so broad. I don't know. Wash me under the whole affair. Almost. Right. We are 2 years in and we're only 17. Maybe we shouldn't be panicking. A couple of them over 100. A bit of personality changing is on its way. Carl's already moved to 11 in terms of professionalism. He's not playing. Get him in the Notts County side. Notts County, why isn't he playing? John Jules up front. He looks all right, doesn't he? He's better. That's why. And they've also got Macaulay Langstaff. Notts County was not the team for him to go to, was it? He should go elsewhere. Wayne Brown. Sell him. Right. 2027. We're going to go 2 years. Big jump now. Big jump. Well, okay. Things are happening. Things are happening. So in 2 seasons, where do we even start? Well, August Ozdogan has moved to 125 and he's played 35 times. Not for Union Berlin, though. He's actually played 29 times for Arminia Bielefeld, scoring 4 goals. And he's not been playing in another position. He has been an abysmal striker. 16 finishing, composure 14, off the ball 15. His pace is all right. He's rounding out to be looking like a decent player, but 321 caps for Germany as well. No one can see through him. Low self-belief. Carl is wanted on loan by a few teams. Notts County are still in League 2. He's come off the bench a lot. He's scored 1 goal in 47 games. In his defence, only 7 of those games were starts in the league. He's got a few starts in cup competitions, but only 7 starts, 1 goal, 40 appearances off the bench. I mean, 1 goal's not great, is it? You want more than that. You bring a player off the bench to change the game. He comes off the bench and does nothing, clearly. But he's got low self-belief. What are they going to do? Give him a chance. Bring him into the team. Jerome at Brianza still at 106. Again, he's not rounding out very well at all. And yeah, 3 appearances off the bench for Brianza, but every other season he's been in the under 18s, under 21s, whatever it is, and scoring like a goal every 10 games. He didn't even play non-competitively last season, really. He's just on the bench or in the squad, but not called up. Very disappointing. So Adrian has gone to, firstly, he's gone to AC Milan for £13.5 million from Caen. £10 million up front, £13.5 million potentially. Never played for Caen. Played for Caen 2. 17 starts, 1 goal, 1 assist, and that was enough for AC Milan to pay potentially £13.5 million for him. He's now slack as a personality. Well, so ambition and loyalty have gone down from 10 to 2. It was 10-10-10-3-1, wasn't it? Consistency's up at 2. Professionalism is also down at 1. Adrian's God, it's gone awfully for him, hasn't it? Oh God, he's turned into I don't know what to say. He's played the most and he's turned into the worst kind of person. Slack must be worse than low self-belief then. Dirtiness, injury proneness and controversy remain the same. Important matches still at 5. Temperament, sportsmanship and versatility remained. But he's lost 3 very key attributes, really. Loyalty is only key for, like, staying at a club, really, not being a dickhead in the dressing room. But he's not even got that. Ambition, professionalism, pressure, consistency. Oh, slack. Well, slack's an awful personality. I can't wait for that video, because we will be doing it. So he's at 99 current ability out of 190. He's improved 9 attribute points in 4 years. And Alessandro Finardi at Venezia, again, he's not played much. He's scoring better than the others in the under 18s, under 21s or whatever. But what's the level he's playing at? He's only made 3 appearances off the bench for Venezia that season and 1 off the bench the season before. Of course, no goals. And he's only at 97 overall. I mean, Venezia's facilities aren't great. I mean, Union Berlin, they've got decent facilities. So that's probably helped. Notts County's facilities, again, they're arguably better than Venezia's. AC Milan's facilities are phenomenal. So you'd expect Adrian to get mentored and really kick on. Late developers, of course, don't forget the late developer trait that Football Manager have inserted into this game, meaning that these players, even at 19, could fly, absolutely fly up through the attribute points. But if we look at Oguz and we compare him to Alessandro, these guys started off exactly the same, identical attribute-wise, and just look at them. I mean, Oguz is still crap. He's played awfully, not scored many goals, but you know who you'd be picking in your team, wouldn't you? If you sat down and picked one of them, you'd probably pick Oguz, even though Alessandro is balanced in personality. How's his balanced personality treating him? Still the same, still exactly the same. Oguz's professionalism's gone to 14. That's probably why he's improved so much. Professionalism. Not a lot more to say at this juncture. We'll go another 2 years to 2029. Hopefully we see a little bit more, something happening. So things are happening. Alessandro's still at Venezia on 97. Adrian still on 99 at AC Milan. He's wanted by Venezia on loan. Venezia, they've not got one player bad enough. They want another one. He's played 7 times for AC Milan off the bench, and then the following season didn't play at all. In terms of his personality, his consistency's gone up, and so is his injury proneness. That's it. Asking price, £39.5 million. Well, it's just halfway in between, isn't it? Jerome's still at Brianza. He's just treading water, just not really playing, not really doing anything at all. Carl has gone to Liverpool. Signed for £9.25 million, probably at the start of that season. 5 games and a goal, and then he moved to Liverpool, and again, he can't even get in the Liverpool reserves. He's coming off the bench for them. £6 million he moved for. That have been in January? Or would that have been... When would that have been? Carl didn't even realise this. Notts County were actually up in League 1 when Carl started playing for them. And then they went down to League 2 and he didn't play. When did he move? 1st to the 9th, 2027. Well, I don't know. Didn't play much. And then Oguz is at Hanover. He's moved... Oh, he's on loan from Union Berlin. So he's only moved on loan. He went to Heidenheim as well. He's actually scoring a little bit more frequently than the others. And he's turned into quite the player. 140s now. 15 professionalism. Pressure and consistency do need to improve. His important matches has dropped. Has it? No. His important matches has actually gone up to 6. As well, and professionalism being at 15, he is absolutely still within the remit of being a low self-belief player, but he's on the rise. And I think Oguz, the best named player in the experiment, all our hopes are resting on his shoulders. I think Adrian at AC Milan, I don't know what's happened over here. I don't know how he's got so unprofessional and he's had such an absolute shambolic time with his personality. But he has, and it's disappointing. I mean, they're going to need to find loan moves. I mean, Alessandro's now fairly determined. So he's got his determination up to 15. That's changed because determination was, down under 10. So he's moved his determination to 15. And his ambition's up at 11. His pressure and consistency in important matches remain the same. Injury proneness is down. Professionalism still at 8. So, fairly determined. That's a good personality trait, in my opinion. Yet, you look at his hidden attributes and they're abysmal. Like, it's very difficult, isn't it, to understand what these personalities mean when you're looking at them on the front end. When you look at some of these personality attributes that I'm showing you, how bad they are, and you look at them and you go, well, that should be good. Fairly determined, to me, sounds like a good personality, and you'd go, yeah, we'll have him. Look how bad his attributes are. It's slightly concerning. Everything we think we knew, or everything I thought I knew about certain personalities, it's going out the window with these experiments. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go again. Should we go 2 more? 2 years, 3? Oguz has been bloody capped by Germany. 10 caps, 2 goals as well. Yeah, let's go 2 more years. Let's go to 2031 because something's got to start happening with some of these players. Okay. They've all broken the 100 barrier. I mean, Alessandro and Adrian literally just over the 100 barrier. He's moved from AC Milan. He went on a free. Oh, he went on loan and he played 25 times, didn't score. Oh, God. Then he played another 25 times. This time, 22 of them off the bench, and he did score twice. What's going on? Like, what in God's name is happening? He's just still abysmal. 5 consistency, balanced personality. That is balanced. That is balanced. I'm going to have to sit back. I've got no words, gang. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I don't even know where to begin. Like, these are meant to be informative and eye-opening. It's certainly eye-opening. I don't know what we're going to take away from this. I'm just going to second guess everything. Balanced personality. Balanced. That's not balanced. That's awful. He's a controversial, unprofessional dickhead. Stop smiling. Jerome, still at Brianza. He's played 24 times in 8 years. Single figures every single season. He's barely even made any starts. He's made 3 starts. 3 starts in the league in his competitive career. Carl is at Nottingham Forest. He's contracted to Forest. He's moved for 1.4 million. Liverpool cut the losses almost straight away. We were here last time. They paid £6 million for him, and then they sold him for 1.4 million to Forest, who haven't got the best out of him. Again, he's just been coming off the bench. His professionalism's up at 15. His pressure's at 3. Consistency's at 4. Current ability at 123. You know, not too bad. Like, he probably got the potential to actually kick on a little bit more. Still low self-belief. Oguz, though, still at Union Berlin. He's wanted by Leeds. He's at 155 out of 190. 33 caps, 10 goals for Germany. Is he good? Low self-belief might not be the worst personality, because if you get professionalism going and you get a bit of game time and you're nurtured right, you can do things. I mean, last couple of seasons, 33 games, 14 goals, 11 goals in 32. I mean, Union Berlin are in the Bundesliga 2. I mean, they have come down very recently, which is a big fall from grace from where they were when they qualified for the Champions League. That was in real life. Okay, so I'm very interested here. I mean, he's played, how many times has he played for Germany? He's the captain. He's the bloody captain. The German captain. 14 leadership. He's the captain of Germany. I can't believe it. Going on here. Not picked a big squad, have they? I mean, there's not a lot, and there's nothing really more to say at this point, is there? Let's move forward. We're going to go through 3 years now to 2034, because these 3 are not doing anything, just being wasted away in Italy. Alessandro and Adrian just haven't got the personalities to even sort of pull themselves out of it. Even though Alessandro has actually not deteriorated too much. I mean, his consistency's up at 5. He's fairly determined. He's got his determination up, but I just can't get over Adrian. He's now at Venezia. Jerome's at Brianza just doing nothing. Carl might kick on. We'll see. If he gets a loan move or gets a lot of game time, prepared to see Carl jump up a bit. Oguz, we're all behind you, Oguz. Can you get there? 2031. Let's go to 2034 then. Well, okay. What's happened here? In 3 years, Alessandro's now down at 85. Fairly determined personality. Consistency up at 11. Pressure down at 3. Professionalism at 9. Important matches not great. His versatility and ambition are up. How's he got so bad? He's just not played. He didn't play at all. And then he moved to Bari for free and didn't play. I mean, horrendous. I mean, but they've all changed in terms of their personality. So there's a lot to unpack. Jerome, he's wanted by Reading, Metz, Vicenza. Get yourself out of Italy. Still at Brianza. He's listed for £51,000. He moved on loan to Brest. 14 appearances off the bench. 11 appearances off the bench for Brianza there. In 26 games there. 2 starts, 2 goals. He's finally got some more starts under his belt. Again, his personality has changed. He's still at low self-belief. His professionalism's up at 15. Versatility, loyalty, and ambition have all improved. Consistency's now at 9. So he's still at low self-belief though. So what has changed? Because I thought it was consistency that changed. Maybe it was determination. Maybe it was Adrian. Yeah, his determination went over 10. Maybe 10. Maybe the threshold for determination. Maybe it changed when determination went up. That might be the case. He's now not got a club as well, just incidentally, while we're on him. He's left Venezia on a free because they just didn't want him. He got relegated. 25 games, no goals. I mean, those 16 and 19 are really padding his stats. I mean, if you look at his over 100 games really in Italy, 4 goals. I mean, madness. So Carl has been played in centre midfield as a makeshift. He's currently at Leicester. His professionalism is up. His consistency's up. He's fairly professional now. I think the determination is definitely the one. Shall we have a look? What happens if we move determination down to 9? Low self-belief. There you go. So determination is the big thing there. We've moved it back down to 9 and it's changed to low self-belief. So let's just move that back to 10. See where we are. He's now fairly professional. 15 professionalism, 15 versatility, 12 ambition and 10 for consistency. So he's actually done all right for himself. And I don't quite get what's just happened. So he went to Forest. He was at Forest. He's then moved on loan to Reading. 39 games, 7 goals. Not the greatest return. Then he went back to Forest in the Championship. 9 in 29, but only 17 were starts. So not terrible. Then he had 3 games off the bench. And Norwich came in and bought him for £18 million in the Premier League. And then subsequently sold him for £7.75 million the following season, having not played him for a single minute. Why? Why buy him if you're just going to sell him? Capped at under 19 level here, 17 finishing, 16 dribbling. He's not looking terrible in terms of a player. 139 he's got to. But as we're talking about current abilities, Jerome's still at 110. Adrian's gone down to 86 as well. So 85 and 86 for that pairing. Oguz has moved to Everton. He moved for £13.25 million. 63 caps, 16 goals for him. He's still low self-belief in terms of his personality. Move that determination up and he will be, well, professional, I would say, because he's got 16 professionalism. Maybe not because of the pressure, but it's hard to say, isn't it? It's very difficult to say. £12.5 million he did move for, though, and he got 5 goals in 28 games, 11 off the bench. And they finished 12th, mid-table. Forest went down. Norwich are doing all right. Mid-table as well. Usual suspects winning it: Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. I think I don't know if sorry, he's gone to Bari. He went from Venezia to Bari. When did he move there? Did I touch on that? I don't know if I did. Released on a free transfer in 2032. Signed in 2033 on a free transfer. He's just not been played. He's probably going to retire. Adrian's probably going to retire as well. So I bet when we come back, they'll be gone. We're going to come back in again another 3 years' time, 2037, and they'll be 29 years old. And I think we'll have lost 2 of our players. Consider me shocked. They're still there. It's 2037. They're 29 years old. So let's have a look at Jerome, who's now gone down to 95. He's at FC Borgo. He went to Ternana, 25.5k, and played 12 times. All of them off the bench, and then 7 times off the bench, and then was let go on the free. And he's gone to FC Borgo, and he's never played for them. Alessandro is at Turris, and he's actually playing. He's in Serie C, 15 in 38. Then 4 in 25, but only 1 of them was a start. He's just bad, isn't he? He's not going to get any better. Fairly determined personality. Come on. Adrian, his contract's expiring now. He's moved around a bit. He went to SO Romorantin and got relegated, I believe. 2 goals in 31 appearances, 30 of them starts. He's just had such a bad goal scoring record. In the league below, he did get 8 in 27. He's moved to Villanovense for free, where he has not played a single minute. Carl is wanted by Forest and Al Wada in the UAE. He's currently rated at 147 out of 190. He's now considered fairly professional. Was that the same as last time? I think it might have been. Looking quite good in terms of a player in reality. Forest, you wanted by Forest. You had him, Forest. You bought, to be fair, you did well. Bought him for 1.4 million. Played him a bit and sold him for 18 million. So it was a great profit. It was Norwich that ballsed him up. 10 million that they sent him to the Championship, which, to be fair, the season in the Championship where he got 16 and 39, Leicester went up, and then he's got 12 goals in 35 and then 36. Not enough to keep them in the Premier League, sadly, that second season, but he did help get them promoted. And you got to say, we got to cling on to any successes we have in this one, and that is one of the biggest success stories we have. Oguz, 92 caps, 28 goals isn't a great return. Currently rated at 165. His versatility is up at 15, yet he's never played another position in his life. The consistency is now up at 13. His determination's remained at 9. At Everton, how has he been getting on? Well, 8 in 36 wasn't great. Then 14 in 34 for 2 seasons in a row. And I'm just not convinced that... I just don't know what the problem is over here now. He's got some good... 17 professionalism. He's got some good hidden attributes now. Consistency's decent. Is it pressure? He's started to score some goals. I don't know. I'm not sure. But we are going to continue jumping through their careers, and it's 2037. Well, a perfect place to go to now, of course, would be 2040. So let's go 3 more years to they're 32 years old, 2040. Just as an aside, sorry. All-time career goals, 99 for Oguz. So he'll be over 100 when we come back. Also, Jerome, 5 centre forward with 5 career goals. I've nearly got 5 career goals as a centre forward in professional football, and I'm not a professional footballer. By nearly, I'm 5 away. Right, well, he's gone. Jerome's gone. He couldn't be bothered. Alessandro, 85. Went from Turris to Brindisi, where he did play off the bench a lot in the first season, and then ever present in the second season. 12 goals in 38, and he went to Latina on a free. I don't know. Adrian has gone to Alicante. He's moved about a bit. He went to Guernica from Villavanense. Villavanense didn't play at all. Went to Guernica, didn't play at all. Then went to Alicante, went there and got relegated. Again, no goals in 33 appearances. In his defence, 32 of them were from on the bench, but you expect them to come on and change the game. He has now got 8 in 33 in the league below, but to be fair, 31 of them were off the bench, so not terrible season. If we look at his hidden attributes, it's just awful, isn't it? Still horrendously bad. His polygon's horrendously bad. He's horrendously bad. Just hurry up and retire. Carl is at Crystal Palace. He's moved from Leicester for £23 million. And he did that 2 years ago after they got relegated, did Leicester. Leicester got relegated and then they were back in the Championship. 32 games, 17 goals, which was the 37-38 season. If we have a quick look at that. Oh, they missed out on the playoffs. 7th. I thought they might have gone back up. Disappointing. £23 million. He moved to Crystal Palace. 6 in, again, 27, but only 10 of those were starts. And the following season, only 2 starts. With 3 goals. So his career's stagnated because of his lack of game time. He's at Crystal Palace now. And yeah, he's really kicked on in terms of his hidden attributes. Consistency, versatility and professionalism through the roof. Very professional personality. And Oguz is moved to Fulham. £53 million. He's got over 100 caps for Germany. 19 in 35 for Everton. A brilliant return there. Then he moved to Fulham, who got 7 in 32. And then he got 13 in 34 most recently. He's now considered professional. I said that. I said he'd be professional if he got his determination up, which he hasn't. So maybe professionalism, if he just ticks over a certain level, you go from low self-belief to professional. Let's have a look. Should we try this? Yeah, I've changed that to 16. Why isn't it showing up? There you go. I've changed it to 16. Low self-belief. Still low self-belief at 17. So it's 18. There you go. So professional personality goes to professional from low self-belief from 17 professionalism to 18. The more you know. Very good player, to be fair. He has scored reasonable amounts of goals. Not prolific, but the start of his career was what really let him down. He's scoring a goal every other game up here in the games he's starting. And he's looking like a good player as well, isn't he? He's a good player. He's commanded a few good transfer fees as well. I think Everton did pretty well with him, really. 12.5 million, flipping for 53. Union Berlin, getting him for free and then nurturing him all the way up to get 12.5 million is not terrible either, but it is what it is. Right, well, we've lost one. We're about to lose the other 2 as well. Adrian and Alessandro will be out of here relatively soon. I would have thought it'll just be Carl and Oguz that will be rounding off this experiment. So let's move through and let's just finalise their careers then, shall we? Well, they're all gone in 2044. They're all gone in 2043. We were last here in 2040. We're now back in 2042. Right, someone's gone. Oguz has gone to bloody Dortmund. 14.75 million he left left Fulham for to go to Dortmund, where he 12 in 32 for Fulham, and then to Dortmund 3 in 17. Oh, Leipzig won the league. I was hoping Dortmund had won the league. They got Champions League football 5th, but he has won the Carabao Cup with Fulham and the UEFA Super Cup. Oh, Fulham have obviously won a European trophy. They won the Europa League. Fulham won the Europa League in 2038. Bloody hell. And yeah, he was then signed post that. Never won anything at Everton. Relegated from the Bundesliga with Union Berlin. The following season, they're all gone. So this is the end of their careers. He's on £210,000 a week. I mean, he's not bad, is he? He's done well. He's now at 148 in terms of his current ability, so it's not the best. Alessandro's still at 85. Foligno he's moved to after being at Latina and never playing. I'm wasting my time with him. Carl moved from Palace on a free to Palermo. Again, lots of appearances from the bench, and I think that's been the story of it, really. The low self-belief personality has actually been quite poor. But then we've left the final 3 players that are still here have got professional, fairly professional, and fairly determined. 3 personality traits which, in my opinion, I think are pretty good. When we actually do those videos, how interesting is it going to be? Because we're going to have to do some very broad sort of spectrum ranges. I mean, I'll probably be putting the players decent for those attributes. So if there's a range of like 7 attributes, like it's between 5 and 12, I'll probably put them towards like 8 or 9 to give them the opportunity to sort of do well. Because we've seen in these experiments how bad they've done with those personality traits. So I don't know. I'm just a bit all over the place. I thought low self-belief would be bad. I didn't think it'd be this bad. I don't think it was the low self-belief aspect that was specifically bad. Like, what was his name? Adrien Oriol. He lost all his professionalism and everything else instantly and turned into an absolute knob. August has been low self-belief for the longest time, and he had the best career, glittering 122 caps for Germany. Has he ever won anything for Germany? No, he hasn't. No, Germany haven't won anything, have they? Because we would have seen it in here. We would have seen it in there. Carl never got capped by England. Not surprising. Maybe he could have snuck a sneaky cap or something, but no. Of course, Alessandro never capped by Italy. Adrian never capped by Spain, and whatever his name, Jerome, never capped by France either. I hope you've had a good time in today's experiment, gang. This personality was interesting, to say the least. Any personalities that you want me to look at, let me know in the comments down below. I will endeavour to push them up the list, but we're going to work our way through most, if not all, the personalities that we can over the course of this Football Manager. If you've got any other ideas for experiments, other types of things that I've done on the channel, or other experiments that you've not seen and you think that'd be really interesting, again, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video, all that jazz. Like I say, comment down below. I'll get back to you. I love hearing your thoughts. Anything you think about this and this personality, anything that I've missed during the course of this experiment, again, let me know in the comments down below. Most importantly, gang, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.